Oh, there you are.
Hello, there I am. Welcome to Verbling, everyone. Sorry I am so tardy. My bad. A number of things happened. First of all, I forgot. I thought today was Sunday, and then I was a little late, and I was scrambling around, and then the power went out, and then the power came back on. Then I had to add plugins. Ah, frantic. Hello, hello. Anyway, hi, Daniel.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing okay. A little frazzled, but I'm okay. I'm back in the game.
But sarcastic as ever.
What's that, Daniel?
As sarcastic as ever.
As sarcastic as ever? Well, yeah, that's true. Hello, Tiago. Long time no see. How have you been? Hey. Uh-oh. Now I can't hear you. Oh dear. Problems, problems. Issues, issues. Okay. I don't know what's going on, Tiago. Hello, Jorge. Welcome.
Hi, Oakley.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. I need to get my act together, but I'm okay. Welcome to the class. Hello, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
And you as well. How are you feeling, Heidi?
Hey Oakley,
Oh,
Not
there we go.
I'm pretty good, man. How about yourself?
I'm okay. Nice to see you again. Long time no see. Heidi, how are you feeling?
not good,
Do you,
not perfect.
uh, I don't
I
know
was
if it's my connection, yours, but
last
I
week I
just see
went
your
to the
mouth moving, but I can't hear you.
wow.
How strange.
Hello.
Y- Yeah,
Hello.
now I hear you, but yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. I have simultaneous conversations. Hmm. Daniel was having issues as well, Tiago, and I
Can you
was
hear me,
having issues
Oakley?
getting started actually as well. So I don't know. Maybe they're doing something with Hangouts today. I don't know.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Maybe it's unsynced. Good word, Daniel. The sound is not synced with the video. I don't know. I was having some issues. Maybe it's that. Uh, anyway, Heidi, I was talking to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, last week Monday I went to doctor and then I was given some prescription, right? And I was taking the medicine, but it was not effective. I was getting better, but still I have some problem. Then yesterday I went to another doctor. I was given another medicine. It's getting better.
Okay. Well, I hope so. You need to get healthy. It's been too long. Can you hear me okay, Heidi?
Yes, I can hear you.
Is the sound synced with the video?
No, nothing. No, no problem.
No problem. Okay. Hello, Joseph.
Hi, teacher. How
Hi.
are you?
I'm okay. Sorry for the late start. Joseph, for you, is the sound synced with the video? Is everything working normally?
Uh, I see some delay.
Some delay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Some of us are having issues today. Hmm.
For me, there's no latency at all. And I think I'm
Okay.
so far from you.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter where people are. It's working okay for Jorge. Okay, well, let's proceed. Okay. I haven't even mentioned what the class is about. The class, we're going to talk about famous couples. So start thinking about a famous couple in your country. Um, okay, a couple in English, first of all. If we mention a couple, very good. Tiago, Adam and Eve. All right. famous couples. All right, couples are obviously romantically involved couples. Okay, which often have their own story. So we're gonna try to practice speaking English. We're gonna try to tell a little bit about the famous couple. So think of a famous couple that you know, and I'll think of some, and then see if we can describe what their relationship was. Tiago, since you have one, of course, Adam and Eve. What was the nature of their relationship? Wow.
Man, that's a long story, but
Isn't it?
let me make the story short. Well, for Christians, God created Adam, and he used to live in the paradise, right? His life was good. He was single, parties, and all kind of stuff, beer, beverages, nice life, man. So God decided that he was alone and he needed a person to talk. But in other hand, he didn't realize that person would talk a lot, which is Eve, right?
Oh my goodness.
Then
Okay.
he took one of his rib and changed this rib into a beautiful woman. I don't know if it should work today, but I don't know why it was in the past. Anyway, so they, got emotionally involved.
Okay.
And Eve just did, well, she was smart. She wanted more, of course, than that little life they're having in paradise, like deers running around and angels playing harps. And so we should go to other place, we should move, we should see beyond the walls. And Adam, as a guy, says, all right, let's do it. And so she find the apple tree, and there was the snake over there saying, oh, you should eat this apple. But God says, don't eat the apple. And Adam said, yeah, we should not. Come on, Adam. Don't be such a chicken. Eat it, eat it.
Okay.
So, as every man obeys his wife, he decided to buy the apple. And so God evicted them from paradise, right?
Okay.
So that started the real marriage.
That is an interesting take on that story. Yeah. Okay. Just one thing. Be careful. Past tense verbs changed.
Yeah.
Be careful of that, Tiago. Not changed. Yeah, you should be careful of that. But that was an interesting interpretation, shall we say, of the story. I don't remember reading that Eve was beautiful. Was that in fact in the Bible? I have no idea.
Well,
I think maybe we can assume that.
yeah, maybe, right?
Okay.
Because you're gonna give one rib of yours and the girl's gonna be ugly. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
So
well,
I prefer being alone.
compared to who, though?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, she was the only one.
Right. So how can you compare her? Compared to what?
To the snake.
You only got
This-
one.
Yeah, hard to say. Okay. Yeah, and also the way you tell the story, Tiago, it sounds like the first case of bioengineering. I don't know. But
Maybe so, Clay.
maybe. Okay. Julio, welcome to the class. Nice sombrero, by the way.
Hello, teacher. Thank you very much. I
Yeah.
am very proud of my sombrero.
Oh, it's very nice. Very sharp. Actually, I have one very similar to that, or I had one. I left it when I went on vacation. I forgot it. Forgot to bring it home. Very similar.
That's impossible, teacher, because this is the real Mexican sombrero. So
Ah.
I have one of these. You can only get this in Mexico.
Well, actually, okay, maybe we don't call it a sombrero, but in the Philippines, many workers who work in the rice fields favor that type of headgear. It's common in the countryside. You see guys out in the field with their
Maybe in Philippines there are some copies.
copies. Okay, cheap
Yeah, there are some cheap copies. Yeah, not like the
imitation
Mexican one.
Chinese sombreros. Quite possible. Okay. Well, Jorge, you seem to have volunteered
Tell me.
by talking about Romeo and Juliet. What can you tell us about this famous couple?
Oh, this is a crazy story.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can kill. You can no. How can I say suicide for your
Suicide.
couple?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Suicide,
think
okay.
this is one of the most incredible stories. Maybe absurd.
Okay. This is a tragedy. As many famous couple stories, there's a lesson to be learned, are in fact a tragedy. Somewhat, first of all, Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Now, Romeo and Juliet. Okay, what happened? Where were they? What happened?
Well, a typical situation that those families don't can, they don't like it. They don't like each other, but the son and the daughter was attracted each other, and they finally decided to escape to from their families, and Romeo we, I remember they I don't know, they have they decided to meet up in a cave, or I don't know, in a place, and Romeo goes first, if I remember. Went first, and he decided to drink something that led him to be let him be unconscious, and
Unconscious.
uh, unconscious, and Juliet thought that he was dead, and she decided to suicide her, or suicide herself.
Okay.
And when Romeo wake up, he he found her died, and he decided suicide as well. Suicide
Okay.
himself. Commit suicide. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. In English, we can't use suicide or homicide or fratricide or any of the other famous sides, which are all words to mean, of course, kill someone. Homicide is kill another person. Suicide, kill yourself. Fratricide, kill your brother. Okay. All those sides. But in any case, we don't use them as verbs. They're nouns. So we use the verb commit. In fact, the verb commit in English is used for crimes, any crimes. Commit a robbery or commit fraud, for example. All right, so they committed suicide. Right. Okay. All right. For bonus points, what nationality were Romeo and Juliet, Jorge? What is the setting?
From Italy.
From Italy. Very good. Excellent.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't remember the city.
I don't either. It begins with a V, I think. I don't remember. Does anybody remember? Where was the city?
They were Mexican.
They were Mexican.
Italy, Verona.
Verona. That's it. Excellent. Thank you very much.
I went there.
It does begin with a V.
Yes.
You went there. Is Verona a particularly romantic city?
Yeah, beautiful city.
Really? Okay. Great. And while you were there, did you attempt to reenact Romeo and Juliet? Did you
Yes,
find your...
it's very famous house, so I will
You did?
here. Yeah.
That's awesome. Did you go out on the balcony?
My sister
Your sister.
in the we needed to pay some money, so only my
lovely.
sister.
That is awesome.
I took her picture from outside.
Oh, very good. That is too cool. Hark, what light through yonder window breaks? It's Juliet. Okay, I don't remember the next part. Something about the sun. Oh, okay. Very good. Okay, I've a tragedy. All right. A double suicide. Tragedy. Okay. Very good. And Thiago had it right. The Capulets and the Montagues. I think it's not a Q, but yes, the Montagues. Okay. Very good. And there were also lots of parties and street fights in the story. By the way, Jorge,
Yes.
I don't think it was a cave. I think it was a catacomb. Do you know what a catacomb is?
No.
Okay, interesting. Another interesting vocabulary word. Catacombs are sort of a combination of a cave and also a place where they put dead people. So, kind of a crypt.
Okay,
right, but
yes, I can
catacombs
recognize
were-
the word.
Like a mausoleum, but ugly.
Like a mausoleum, yeah. So catacombs are actually sort of converted caves, converted into a mausoleum, like that. Right. So that's correct.
They say that in France they have big catacomb under the city.
In Paris,
like
yeah.
In
Right.
Paris, yeah, they have like
Paris, yes.
Yeah.
thousands of dead people, surprisingly, down there.
Right. Exactly. That's right. There's stories about that. Yes, that's right. Those are catacombs. Absolutely correct. Okay. All right. We got Romeo and Juliet. We've got Adam and Eve. Okay. Heidi, what famous couple can you think of? Either a Japanese couple or any historical famous couple.
Historical famous couple. Okay.
Heidi, your volume is just a little low. I don't know if you can.
I'm sorry. Famous couple.
Yeah.
Okay. Once she became a queen, she got married with a British prince. She
Who-
became princess. She became very famous and beautiful. She gave birth to children, both are men. But the couple divorced. Then she had another mistress. What's that? Another boyfriend. He's an Arabic person. His father is very rich. The father has a very big department. They are dating many times. Finally, couple died by car accident. But after their death, people doubt about their death.
Oh, very good. Oh, I like this style. Okay, Heidi is telling about a famous couple, but notice that she didn't say who the couple was. I know who it was. Who is Heidi speaking about? Does anybody know? I know. Does anybody know who she's talking about? Famous British royalty, all right? But he married the girl. The girl was very well known for being very kind and supporting many charities, traveling the world, helping people. And then she started dating an Arabian, very wealthy Arabian.
Maybe.
Princess Diana and
Yeah.
Ta-da!
yeah,
Prince.
the other guy that no one knows.
Right. Princess Diana and Prince Charles, and she died under very suspicious circumstances, right? In her limousine, in a tunnel, and back in France, there's more tunnels in France.
What's suspicious about it? What's the correction?
Well, the rumors are. In fact, first of all, there was a rumor that she was pregnant, but nobody, I don't know. That was one rumor, and of course, if she was pregnant with a dark-skinned Arabian man, it would be very hard for the for the royal family to explain that one away, if you know what I mean. How could they explain that if she had given birth to a much darker-skinned child than the pasty white Prince Charles? So how would they explain that? And it was sort of, it was sort of strange how the car crash happened. I guess there were details. I don't really know.
Well, actually, the rumor has it that she was pregnant with an alien child, and that alien child was going to be the Antichrist.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Jorge, thank you. Very good. If we're talking about famous couples, and often we're talking tragedy here, so very good. The terminology love triangle. All right. Okay, and yes, ways to introduce a rumor or maybe gossip. The word on the street is, or rumors have it. Rumors have it, usually.
Ah, yeah, because it's plural, yeah.
Rumor has it. Oh, no, rumor has it.
Rumor has
Okay,
it.
singular.
Maybe
Or
the
rumors
word
have it.
paparazzi came from that couple, right?
What's that?
Paparazzi. Before, we didn't know about the paparazzi. But from Diana's time, the paparazzi became very famous.
True. I think the word existed before, but yes, they definitely. The word definitely became much more common, and people started to talk about paparazzi much more often. Paparazzi being, of course, the intrusive press journalists that try to find out about famous people. Okay. Very good. All right, there was another one. Okay, Prince Charles and Princess Diana. Excellent. Another tragic couple. Oh my goodness! Is every couple, famous couple, a tragic relationship? I don't know. Joseph, can you think of a famous couple?
I remember this couple of thieves.
Couple
of thieves.
Thieves? Robbers?
Yeah.
Okay. This should be fun.
Bonnie Clyde. There were thieves in the U.S. in the 1920s.
Ah.
Yes. But I don't know too much about his history. I'm reading now.
You're reading now. You should study before class. Okay.
You can tell us. Maybe you can tell us about this history.
Well, they went on a more English. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. During the 20s, and they went on a crime spree, cross-country crime spree. Okay, if we go on a spree, you can go on a shopping spree, for example. You go buy many things. A crime spree, many crimes in a row. Okay, yes, this famous couple, went on a crime spree, and the fact is the reason they became so famous is because they were nearly caught so many times and they barely escaped. They kept escaping, but just barely. They had mass shootouts, and also that the woman was just every bit as bloodthirsty or willing to fight as the man. as her lover, the man. Yeah, they were both pretty dangerous people, and they didn't go down easy. That's for sure. They went down shooting. Absolutely. I don't know that much about it either. You know that I believe they did bank robberies and other kinds of robberies. They also had relationships. They actually met some other famous criminals at the time. So they had relationships.
Are you talking about the Bonnie and Clyde?
Aha! Are we talking about Bonnie and Clyde, Joseph?
Yes, yes. Bonnie
Yes,
and
we
Clyde.
are. Indeed. Bonnie and Clyde. That's right. Another famous couple that died tragically. That's it.
How they
Okay.
died? How they died?
In a shootout with the G-men. Ooh. You know what G-men are?
No, no.
Well, G is for government. So in short, G-men, sort of the predecessor of the FBI, or the beginnings of the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the United States. They were called G-men, or government men. They were basically, they became powerful when the United States enacted prohibition. Who knows what prohibition is? A little history here. What am I talking about when I say American prohibition? Does anybody know?
When the alcohol was prohibited in the United States.
Bingo. Yes, exactly. They outlawed completely throughout the entire country alcohol in any form, which did not go well at all. Basically, you know, not to criticize, but very similar to what's happening in Mexico now, happened in the United States in the 20s when they outlawed alcohol. It just created a gigantic crime wave with lots of violent crime and totally out of control. Smuggling and producing and selling illegally alcohol. It caused a lot more problems than it solved. Definitely. And during this age, a lot of famous criminals came into power, and some famous law enforcers. J. Edgar Hoover, famous, who was the head of the FBI.
Al Capone.
Yes,
Al Capone.
Al Capone. Al Capone, yes. Very good. Another very famous. Bugsy Malone.
Godfather.
Godfather. Well, okay, yeah. Yeah, and basically crime syndicates, crime families started to become more powerful as well. That's absolutely true. First, getting involved with prohibition and illegally smuggling alcohol, definitely. Actually, well, my grandfather has passed on, I can tell you. I think it's okay. My grandfather used to smuggle alcohol from Canada down to Philadelphia in a logging truck. My grandfather, the famous criminal. No. Yeah, make a little money. He was a farmer, but he could make money. So actually, it was all over the place. By prohibiting alcohol, it did not stop alcohol at all. Not even a little bit. It just made a lot of people into criminals. An interesting social experiment. Okay. All right. Well, there's a little sideline of history there. Okay. Famous couples are involved in history. Okay. Julio, your turn.
Yes.
What famous couple do you know?
Okay. These famous couple, they are also from royalty.
Okay.
But not the kind of royalty that you have in England or Spain.
Okay.
This girl, she is still alive, a very shy girl. She was a princess. His father was definitely the king,
Mm-hmm.
and he also a very shy and introverted guy, was also a king. So they were married for a short period of time, but definitely they made billboards all across the world. Both of them were born in the United States. Um, they are very famous for awkward kiss that they did while they were on stage during the King's. I think it was he was receiving an award, and she was with him. Everybody was there. They were taking pictures, and she tried to kiss her, but she didn't respond. The kiss it was a very awkward moment, and from that moment on, everybody thought that their marriage was fake. It was a funny marriage. I don't know if you know
This
the
is
couple that I'm
interesting.
talking about.
No, are they? Actually, I don't. Does anybody else? Heidi, Jorge, Dana? Daniel's not here.
No.
Joseph? Okay, are they still alive?
One of them is still alive.
One of them is still alive.
Well, another interesting fact that is gonna throw you off even more
Great.
is that this guy, the king, he died um, in his house, and his house was across the street of her father's house. I mean, talking about the girl, and definitely she was not that famous, but her father was really huge. Probably one of the most famous North Americans in history. And of course, he, the king, the guy that married her, was definitely even more famous than her dad. He's probably the most famous person in the whole world, and I saw that in one of those lists of the top most famous people in the world, and he was number one, even though he's not alive anymore.
Oh my goodness. I am totally mystified here. Who are these people? You're not talking about Princess Grace, are you?
No.
No. Another tragic.
Who are these people? That's so Jerry Seinfeld.
Sorry?
That's so Jerry Seinfeld. Who are these people?
Who are these people? Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah, the comedian.
Yeah, I mean that phrase is from Jerry Seinfeld made it popular. Like, who are you people?
Who are you people? Okay.
Well, anyway, if you don't know,
I'm totally mystified myself. Are these people? They're not Americans?
Yeah, they're both Americans. So I'm surprised that you don't know whom I'm talking about.
Americans. No idea.
Are you American?
Who? Me or the?
You.
Me?
He's
Yeah,
supposed American.
I have no idea. No idea who you're talking about. Are you talking about the king like Elvis Presley?
Okay, now I'm going to say. Definitely the king of pop, MJ.
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Lisa Marie Presley.
Okay. Okay, all right, the king. All right, I got to Elvis. I was getting there, and I was thinking of his daughter. Right, all right. Oh. Oh, very funny. Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Was that a real marriage or just yeah. Okay.
Well, I was reading an interview that they made to Lisa Marie Presley, and she said that she was truly in love with Michael, but she realized that Michael was using her marriage as a advertising campaign, and that's the reason why they split.
Okay.
And mhm.
Okay, here's another bit of terminology for you. A marriage of convenience. Okay, just for practical reasons. Not because of love, but just for convenience. For example, in America, if an American marries a foreigner, then the foreigner can get American citizenship. So sometimes this happens, okay, a marriage of convenience, not because of love, but just because one person wants to get U.S. citizenship. All right, so they get married just for very practical reasons. Ah, okay. Ooh, that was a good one. I almost had it. I had Elvis as the king. Okay, I was getting there. And I was thinking Priscilla Presley, but I couldn't remember her name. I was thinking PPP. What is it? All right, I almost had that. All right. Uh, okay. Here's another famous couple I will describe, and let's see if you guys can guess. Long time ago, there. No, we already did that. I don't know if you were here. That was first. Long time ago, there was a man who had very long hair. And he
Hercules.
was. Sorry?
Hercules.
No. And he had very long hair, and he was captured by a neighboring country as he was traveling through the country. And as they were thinking of what to do with him, they were possibly going to kill him. While he was there, actually before they arrested him, he fell in love with a beautiful woman in that country. And basically, this long-haired gentleman was extremely strong, okay? But there was a magic power, kind of, in his hair. Huh?
Yes, and
Samsung. Samsung. Okay. Yes.
I was confusing Samson with Hercules, but no, they are not the same.
Okay. And then when she cut off his hair, what was the girl's name? Do you remember?
Dalila.
Yeah. Okay.
Or Delilah. I don't know how you say it.
Delilah in English. Okay. Samson and Delilah. Okay. Very good. Another tragedy. Oh my goodness, there are always tragedies.
Yeah, the women, they are always ruining men's life.
Right.
Cutting their hair.
The other one I could think of was also a tragedy. I was thinking about in ancient Greece. All right. The most beautiful woman in the world was married to a Greek king. And
Cleopatra and Julius Caesar.
Oh, no. No.
I know that was wrong. Sorry.
No, in Greece, and a neighboring country sent his son as a dignitary to this city in Greece, and the neighboring son fell in love with the queen and kidnapped her and took her back to his own country, which caused an enormous war which lasted quite a long time between
Trojan War.
Korean War.
I'd say Trojan.
Trojan. That's right. Okay. Does anybody remember the characters? Who was the woman? Anybody? Elena or Helen.
Helena of Troy.
Right.
Is Achilles.
No, actually. Achilles was a hero, but he was fighting in behalf of someone else.
Yes.
Leonidas. This is Sparta.
The king was
Sparta.
Agamemnon, I think.
Oh, very good. Agamemnon. Ooh, very good. Very good. That was the king, correct? And who stole her? Who kidnapped her?
Yes. I'm trying to remember.
A hint. It's
Hector,
a famous city in France with catacombs.
What? Your voice cut off.
Uh,
was
his name
Hector
is a
was
famous
running.
city in
Toulouse?
France. No. His name is a famous city in France that has catacombs.
Paris.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Paris is the son of the king of Troy. Right. Paris was the guy who stole Helen of Troy away. Right. Nothing but a troublemaker. A rat. And another tragic ending, which goes to show, we can't think of one happy couple that has a happy ending. It's not possible. So give it up.
I saw this a movie about this history.
Sure,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, his brother Hector was
Hector.
killed by this hero. I don't remember Achilles. Was killed by Achilles.
That's right.
Because
In
yes,
fact, how was he killed, Achilles?
this Paris shoot shoot. I don't know how to say. He used
An arrow.
An arrow.
Arrow. Uh, he shoot to his. I don't know how to say it.
This is interesting. He shot Achilles in the back of the foot because the legend is his mother wanted him to be invincible, so she held him by the foot and dropped him into the river Styx to cover him with the water of death, which then made him Achilles was invincible. However, she held him by the back of the foot, so that spot above your heel, under your ankle, the back of your foot, to this day in English is still called your Achilles tendon. True fact. Okay, so that tendon in the back of your foot, like back here in your foot, is still called in English your Achilles tendon, and that's where Paris shot Achilles, and it was fatal in the back of his foot. Yeah, okay, very true. And that's true. In English, it's still called, officially, it's called your Achilles tendon. More tragedy. Okay, so today's lesson, you got to practice a little English, and we also all learned never ever fall in love. It will end badly. Okay, I hope we've all learned something today. All right.
Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. We're out of time, but I'll see you in a couple hours.
Thank you, Oakley.
See you in a
Bye.
bit. Take care. Bye-bye.